Millz Young here. Who's ready to bet on UFC? Me, that's who. So I'm back. UFC bet with me. We're about to go over UFC Abu Dhabi card, okay? Headlined by who? The one and only. Actually, bro, hold on a minute, man. I actually got... There we go. Robert Whittaker taking on RDR, man. Yeah, man. No, we ain't doing no cuts, no edits, none of that, man. We all live, man. I even forgot who the main event was. It's Robert Whittaker. He's taking on Renner the Ritter. We got a lot of fights to break down, okay? I'm going to give you guys my picks, my predictions, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a parlay to get paid. But first, how'd you guys do last week? Transparency's key with me. I'll be honest, man. I got beat up, man. Like the bookies got me, held me up, and was just like, bruh. I was like, what y'all doing? We went 7-7 on our predictions, man. The main card. All the favorites won except for one. But how'd you guys think the main event played out? Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. Max Holloway was the side. I was wrong. I thought Dustin Poirier was going to do more. But look, though. Forget about last week. Let's get it started on this week, man. First fight of the day. We got Martin Bukac taking on Marcus Buchacha. Marcus Buchacha is a former grappler coming from the One organization. He's a accredited jiu-jitsu fighter who just goes out there and gets the submission. A legend in the sport. 5-1. Big favorite in this one. Taking on Martin Bukac. Martin Bukac has a great winning record in the UFC. When you look at this fight, if Marcus can't get this fight down to the ground, Bukac at plus money is a solid bet. But I think Marcus is going to be able to do what he needs to get the sub by any means necessary. The sub prop is only like plus 105 or plus 110. I think Marcus Bukac wins inside the distance and gets the submission. All right, next fight on the card. We got Stephen Nuin taking on Muhammad Yaya. Stephen Nuin's a big favorite, minus 300 on the books, taking on Muhammad Yaya. Muhammad Yaya is going to be the Abu Dhabi fighter who always fights whenever they have a card out there. They only put him on the card for him to fight so that the fans can come out and cheer him on. And this one, he's a big underdog though, man. Being honest, when I look at this fight, I can't lay minus 300, minus 280, minus 250 on Steve Nuin. He's good. He's going to have the volume striking advantage in all of this fight, okay? But if Muhammad Yaya can just do what he did on UAA Warriors and get wrestling going and get the takedowns, this can be a closer fight. And trust me, they don't want this guy to be out the UFC with no wins in Abu Dhabi. At least if he gets one win, they can kind of maybe still just keep him on the roster and say, hey, whenever we come out there and we need you, we'll put you on the spot. Looking at this fight, I'm going with the dog, and it's really just implemented kind of off of where they're fighting at, the fight skills on both of these guys, and just looking at that big price tag, man. I think he can maybe get it done for us, okay? Now, let's go on to the next fight, man. We got a few more fights to talk about. This one's going to be interesting. Ibo Aslan taking on Billy Alanka. Ibo Aslan, big favorite in here, minus 2-1 favorite, okay? He's a powerful striker. I like the way he goes out there. His jab is solid. He has a good counter as well. He comes forward with pressure, okay? His cardio sometimes can be questionable. But on the other side, we got Billy Alanka, who just lost, making his UFC debut against Bodon Gostov or whatever the guy's name is, right? In that fight, the dude got submitted because he was so tired. He just couldn't get up. Like, all right, let's talk about his path to victory. Get the wrestling going out there. Okay, clinch him up against the cage. But to me, I think he's going to get knocked out, man. I got Ibo Aslan winning inside the distance. That's the way I'm going to play this fight. I expect y'all maybe to do the same, but I'm going with Ibo Aslan in this one. Next fight. This one's going to be a little bit tricky, man. Tabitha Richi taking on Amanda Ribas. Amanda Ribas like minus 170 on the books. The matchup of this style is two contrast fighters, okay? You got a short, compact fighter in Tabitha Richi who's a grappler who loves wrestling and takedowns, but she hasn't been doing that lately. And you got a real dynamic striker in Amanda Ribas who likes to get the jab going and keep her range out there. Look, man, so when this first fight got announced, I was really staying off it because I didn't like Tabitha Richi the way that she fought in her last fight out. Her striking is not there, and she can't close the distance at all, and she's not using the wrestling. Earlier on one podcast, I was thinking Tabitha Richi was the side. As I regress and the days go by, I'm on Amanda Ribas in here, okay? I seen enough of Tabitha's Richi, like, lack of effort in fights to know that Amanda Reebos, it don't matter what's going on. She's in a war. She's going out there to fight. She's going out there to win. She just ain't going out there for the 15 minutes. And that's the difference between these two ladies. One, Tabitha Richi, it seems like, hey, let's just get through this 15 minutes and see what happens. Sometimes she got some decisions that went away by the judges that people didn't think that she actually won. At least one or two that I know of offhand. And Amanda Reebos is hey, let me bite down on the mouth guard and go at it. So with that being said, taking Amanda Reebos in this one, man. And I want to say, I think this is my first time ever, like, picking Amanda Reebos to win in a fight, man. Like, honestly, man. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that to tell you something. All right, Damon Blackshaw taking on Davy Grant. So, in this one, Damon Blackshaw, big favorite. Minus, what? 3-something on the books. Now, when it comes down to it, I think he's going to have more ways to finish this fight. I think he could get down and win by submission. If that doesn't work, I think he can even win a decision. Davy Grant is a game fighter. He's always a dog, okay? He's one of those guys you kind of don't want to bet against. But in this spot right here, I got to be looking at Damon Blackshaw to go out there and put a stamp on it, man, and get that win inside the distance in this one. All right, next fight. Muslim Solikov taking on Carlos Leal. It's going to be a good one right here. Carlos Leal, big favorite, man. 450 on the books. Former PFL fighter, came to the organization. I've been following him for a long time because I did interviews with the PFL fighters in the media. He's a powerful striker. He comes forward, and that right hand can put anybody out when it connects on there, okay? His jiu-jitsu style, he's not going to really display that too much. On the other side, Muslim Solikov, 21-5. I think he has the better fight resume. I think he has more fight IQ, a higher fight IQ, I want to say. His striking, he can match him strike for strike. Carlos Leal is not going to outstrike him. He might be more powerful and catch him, but Muslim Solikov's a game fighter, goes by the name of Kung Fu Panda, has wrestling in his background. Been betting on him for a while now, man. And at this spot, so yeah, even let's throw the odds out the window, man. I still like Muslim Solikov in this fight. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kung Fu Panda to get it done. Yeah, and I think he gets it done third round or decision. All right, man. Next fight, we got a good one, man. This is a good one. I need your guys' help on this one. Bryce Mitchell is taking on Saeed Nurmagomedov. Bryce Mitchell stepping down to the 135 division. Okay. Now he's a minus 125 favorite on here. This is one to where we like to coin the phrase, the price is right. And I think the price is right on either side if you guys can just get to the table and convince your mind. Now, Bryce Mitchell's going to have the wrestling advantage, okay? Saeed Nurmagomedov likes to throw spinning kicks. That's going to leave his back, open for the takedowns. Bryce Mitchell also has been out in Abu Dhabi now for a while, getting acclimated to the weather and everything. Now, when we look at both these fighters, I think Saeed Nurmagomedov's the better fighter. And I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I've been going back and forth on the pick. So, and I think I even just changed it right before I started again. So, like, tread lightly on this fight, okay? Tread lightly, because it's a 50-50 fight. I'm still trying to wear out all the variables. But Bryce Mitchell, okay, he's the type of fighter to where he's going to go out there and do whatever he needs to just to get it done and don't care about the crowd, okay? Now, Saeed Nurmagomedov has sneaky submissions. When Bryce Mitchell's going for the takedown, he could easily leave his neck there vulnerable and get the sub, right? Or else he could just hit him with some kicks to where Bryce Mitchell won't be able to close that distance and get the takedowns. Now, the game plan for Saeed Nurmagomedov got to be just to keep the range and pull them quick kicks back quick, and you really want to strike more with your hands than your feet because you don't want to get grabbed. With Bryce Mitchell, you're fighting. I don't know, man. You're fighting. Your fights haven't really improved, okay? Like, ever since you came out the Ultimate Fighter, you didn't take that next step. You didn't develop power. You didn't work on submissions. You don't got just one thing about you that you can put out any fighter with, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm 50-50 on this fight, man. I really am. Damn, I really am, man. But, hey, we're doing the video, and I got to give you a pick. So, with that all said, I'm still going my first one. F it, man. Give me Saeed Nurmagomedov in that one. Who you guys got? All right, Bogdan Guskov taking on Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov, minus 190 on the books, okay? Coming off a loss against Dominic Reyes. But Bogdan Guskov, to me, this is a guy that he has like one good thing about him, and that's power, okay? He keeps his hands too low. I ain't even gonna waste your time with this. I like Nikita Krylov in this fight, okay? And I think he wins inside the distance. I think he can get the wrestling going in this fight and, you know, just take his back and even get the sub. So give me Nikita Krylov and give me the under 1.5. Shout out to Billy Briz on that one. All right, man. Next one. Another one. Back and forth. Trying to make up my mind. Asua Bayev taking on Jose Ocho. Now, Jose Ocho's taking this fight on short notice. The dynamic striking him, you got to write it down. He has power in there. Coming off a win against Cody Durden, he was taken down multiple times and got up and still finished the fight. That's something that you like. Asua Bayev had a big step up last time out against Manel Cape, and guess what? He ain't even come close. He wasn't able to get the takedowns at all, and he just looked bad. He looked like a fighter to where if you can't get it down to the ground, what else are you going to do? And in this fight, Jose Ocho now is a slight favorite on there. Same thing, been going back and forth. If Vasu could get the takedowns, you know, and hold him down for 3 rounds, this is his fight, right? Jose Ocho, though, man, he's going to have the striking advantage. So in this one, you got to pick. You taking the striker or you taking the wrestler to win minutes? Me, I used to always bet on the wrestlers and the grapplers to win minutes. But as of late, the UFC and the judges, they don't score fights like that. They want damage now. They want violence now. Oh, man. Oh, man. Give me Asua Bayev, man. Yeah. Like I said, this week's card, we got a few, you know, pick 'em lines, and I'm still trying to make up my mind on them, you know, to see exactly which one's the best, because one day you're thinking this fighter, right? And then next thing you know, you look at some more tape study, you see some stuff, and you're like, hey, you start telling yourself, making a case maybe for the other guys sometimes. That's when it's a close fight. That's when we usually advise stay off them, all right? So with that one, I'm gonna go with Asua Bayev in that one. But out of this card, I think there was like, what, 2 fights already that I was kind of 50-50 on. This is the last one that I'm 50-50 on. Next one, Shermak Medov taking on Marco Andre Berart. Shermak Medov, the one-eyed pirate. This guy's as advertised when it comes to the kicks. But he's a big favorite in this spot. All the way up to a minus 675 out there on some books. Last fight out, he lost against Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page is going to do that to anybody. But in this one, I like the dog, man. I like the pressure that Marco Andre Berriart's going to give. He's not going to give Shermak Medov that space to land those kicks. If this fight gets extended, yes, I can see maybe a late finish for Shermak Medov as the fight gets extended. But I think Marc Andre Berriart can keep this fight clinched up. And, you know, Shermak Medov hasn't really fought too many fighters like Marc Andre Berriart. He usually fights strikers, you know, that's not going to go out there and try to clinch you up for the whole fight. But the chin on Marco Andre Berriart has not been good, all right? But this is the thing. Shermak Medov doesn't throw punches. He literally doesn't throw punches. It's kick, kick, kick. Kick, kick. Like, bruh, he don't... These is not coming out at all. And that's usually what's going to catch, you know, Berriart. You can still get knocked by a head kick for sure. But I'm being honest with you guys, man. If Shermak Medov was minus 180, minus 200, I could feel good with that. Anything over minus 300, I was already like, nah. And depending on the matchup, this is one where I think the dog might be live in this one, though. Let me know who you guys like, man, because I know a lot of people going to be on Magomedov. All right, 2 fights left. Co-main event spot. Hit the like button for us. Petr Yan taking on Marcus McGee. Petr Yan, big favorite in this spot. Warranted, okay? He has the fight resume. He has the fight finishability. He has the fight IQ. And this guy is just good, man. His striking is there. He only has a few losses to the people in the UFC, and that was by 1, Aljamain Sterling taking him down and, you know, winning that way. And 2, was Sugar Sean O'Malley winning a decision. And let me see, what's the other one? I don't even know, man. But, you know, I ain't here for that. I'm here to talk about this fight. Now, Petr Yan is going to have the advantage kind of everywhere, but not in that first round because Marcus McGee comes out throwing power, and Petr Yan usually takes that first round off. Me, I've been backing Marcus McGee for a while now, and there's 3 G's in life, and you got to stick to them. And that stick to your guys, stick to your gut, and stick with your guns. Marcus McGee is one of my guys. Made money for me multiple times in his last 4 fights. You think I'm not betting him at a bed plus money price tag? Of course I am. I do think this fight is going to come down to that 3rd round. Okay, I think it's going to be 1-1 in that 3rd round. It's whoever turns up and shows up. In recent fights, that's usually Peter Yan, okay, in them 3rd rounds. But me, I got to stick with it, man. I'm riding with Marcus McGee in here. I'm betting him and I'm picking him as well. And hey, of course, do what you want with it, man. But do what you want. Marcus McGee's been preparing for this fight since April something, man. We've been texting back and forth. He's been knowing about this opponent for a while now. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and get it done out there. Next fight taking place. Main event time. Smash the like button for me. Hit the comments up. Let me know what you guys are betting on this week. Let me know what you guys got going, man. Like, come on, man. Over at Pick Dawgz, we've been killing it for you guys, man. Giving you guys the best picks, predictions, and everything. Robert Whittaker taking on Reynard de Ritter. Now, this one is a levels fight because Robert Whittaker's level is way beyond Reynard de Ritter. The betting line in this one, Robert Whittaker, what? Minus 145, minus 150. Reynard de Ritter's been making his name known in the UFC. Only has 2 losses, and that's to the same guy in 1 championship. Been watching this guy fight for like the last 4 years, okay? But doesn't really fight. He's a wrestler. Wants to get you down and submit you. And right now, at this point, I gotta go with RDR, man. I like him in this spot. I think he's on a path to where it's like, hey, who could stop me? You know what I mean? Like, stuff the takedown, stuff the takedown. Keeps trying to stuff these takedowns for 7 to 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, he's not stopping clinching. He has good knees that he throws to the body as well. So, yeah, man. And that's going to be his game plan in here. So, yeah, man. I like RDR in here. But I feel as if this can be a spot for Robert Whittaker to really shine out there and look good. Look just like how he did when it was against Ikram or Skarov. I had him in that fight as well. But let me know who you guys like in the main event. And let me know your guys' best bet, man. MMA locker room here with Pick Dawgz. Now, let's go and give you guys a parlay to get paid, man. I'll give you a 2-leg real quick, man. All right. Now, looking at this card, like I said, didn't really feel too confident in a lot of picks. Some was like 50-50, but the 2 that I like Damon Blackshaw and Nikita Krylov. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me take out Nikita Krylov because he could get clipped. And he could get clipped. And that's the one thing. I don't like parlaying fighters whose opponent has a real power upside. All right. Yeah, with that being said, give me Ibo. Oh, fuck. Am I really going to take Ibo Aslan? Yeah, man. Damn. I am? Yeah, I am. Yep. Give me Ibo Aslan and Damon Blackshaw. 2-leg parlay. Meet me at the window and let's get paid.